you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing. Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing.
Welcome, everybody, to the Aussie Suns Fans podcast. I am your host, Gavin, and we are here with two of our favourite people in the Aussie Suns Fans podcasting world. First up, Hammo, how you doing, mate?
Look, I'm not doing too bad. I won't lie. I haven't had much sleep between this morning's pod and now, but I was quite entertained in the meantime. So very, very keen to talk about some Suns basketball. How you going, Boyd? What's going on?
Bro, I'm fucking good. I'm really good. It's nice to get back on track with the Phoenix Suns. And I was just in the Suns jam session. I was in and out between doing shit with the kids and whatnot. But I have to share this with you guys. I asked Lissy, I said, because he had that date yesterday. I asked Lissy in the chat, I said, Hey, Lissy, did you get a root yesterday? And he
I seen that.
And he put it up and he read it out like, hey, Lissy, did you get a root yesterday? Like with a question mark sort of a vibe. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, he doesn't know what it means. But they don't use that word over there, of course. But no one in the chat fucking like it, fucking enlightened him or anything. It was a little bit disappointing. We were the only Aussies in there. Fuck. But I thought it was gold. I was laughing my head off when I fucking saw him read, and he read it out. He read it twice, and he kept like, "Did you get a root? What's a root?" And I was giggling like a little schoolgirl. It was fucking great. Anyway, that was
I had to explain taking the Mickey this morning. I had to explain that to our American colleagues.
Oh, really?
Talking about LeBron and his fouls and AD when he tripped over Nurk and so forth. But yeah. There's a lot gets lost in translation. It's really awesome to find these things out.
Yeah, they're fucking simple folk over there, I'll tell you. But anyway.
How you doing, Gav? What's going on, my man?
I'm fabulous. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. If you are watching, hit the like, hit subscribe, do us a solid, do all that sort of stuff. Still only 10% of you are clicking the like button, so weak as piss. You are all our flogs of the week.
Losers.
Step it up and show us some support in there, all right?
All three of you cunts are losers.
all three of our watchers, you are losers. Boys, we're back. The Phoenix Suns are back playing regular season basketball. It's been a bloody exciting week. It's been great to be back, great to watch us. There has been some things that we'll talk about later that probably put a touch of a dampener on it, but ultimately, I'm really, really, really pleased that that we're back and playing basketball. How did you see the week, Boyd? Golden State, Lakers, Utah. How did you see the week? How did you see the games?
Man, Golden State. Look, I was a little bit upset that Beal didn't play because I was obviously holding on to the hope that it was all fucking Tafuli or Fabuli. What's that fucking word? Anyway, Tomfooly? No, I don't know. But I thought it was all...
Nobody knows what the fuck you were saying.
I thought it was all
Fugazi.
About Fugazi. Yeah, I thought it was all Fugazi about that whole the back injury, and I thought it was just a resting measure. But man, watching Book and KD go at it together, man, it made me a little bit sad because I just imagine if we had that last season, if we had them few extra months of them two getting some chemistry and some and around them guys before we fucking went out in the playoffs. I just feel like that I would have been happy with just them two and the surrounding cast without Beal, just with what I saw in that game. It was just so fucking good, man. Booker is just an absolute animal. But also the fucking that next game, him being out, I've broke my heart a little bit. But then I thought to myself, hang on, we just got these cunts in fucking preseason with KD. And he only played 17 minutes. Let's see how he goes. So he gets, 39 minutes or whatever. He plays some heavy minutes. He had a 42% usage rate. That's phenomenal. Again, he started off a bit rusty, and as did everybody else. He didn't have much help, unlike today. But yeah, look, that was disappointing. But at the end of the day, man, look, that loss, it fucked up my 82-0 prediction. But that loss, we were missing nearly fucking $80 million of our cap in them two players. $80 million of the 130 fucking something $1 million cap. It was sitting on the fucking bench watching on. So they were flexing their full might against a third of our superpowers. And they did it.
That is an incredible way to think about it too, man.
It's mind blowing when you think about it like that. And you know what?
Oh, hell yeah.
They played a lot of minutes, both LeBron and Anthony Davis, and they fucking needed every single one of them to take down Durant. And that's just the fucking that's going to happen. I enjoy the fight. I like how Durant fought back towards the end of that match, and he really fucking made it a game towards the end there after a bit of a rocky start. But yeah, man, look, I'll fucking just put that away. Once we get that 80 mil of fucking roster back, we'll be fine. And moving into today. Again, I was a little bit worried. I thought maybe the supporting cast were going to, have a little bit of a hangover and still be a little bit rusty after the Lakers game. And man, they fucking they showed that's how it will look. That's how it should look. That's how that supporting cast should go. Grayson Allen, off to a great start, knocked down his first three, a rebound and assist,
unreal,
was hustling. Then he sort of went off his game a bit, and he went probably up until the end of the second. He was just a little bit hit and miss, and he sort of lost his way a bit. And the third quarter, I don't know, it felt like as soon as he started getting his fucking mongrel on and getting into some fucking some of that gritty and grimy sort of play, I just feel like that's where he gets his fuel. And as soon as he started getting a bit cunty, he started playing like a fucking legend, like perfect. Grayson. Also, I want to say our fantasy fucking competition, Gavin, I don't know if you saw it, but about 60 seconds after Justin dumped Grayson Allen from his roster, the cunt lit up. And he started murdering the fucking Utah Jazz. It was fucking great. So I'm going to probably go pick up Grayson Allen at Justin's expense. But hey, yeah, look, today was great. That's how it should be. Could you imagine what was it? Was it a 26-point win today, boys?
22.
22-point win. Yeah.
22.
Yeah,
okay.
22. Yeah, because they got a bit cute at the end there. If we had our other two out there, it would have been fucking perfect. Hey, and just one more thing. From that Lakers game to today's game, it made me appreciate how much of a leader that we have in Booker, and that he truly is the 1A and Durant is the 1B. Because, they've been up there on the podium sort of tussling. It's just confirmed. Like there's
been no tussle, mate. Since
KD's
walked into that team, Devin Booker's still number one.
In our circle, it's always been Booker. But I'm saying nationally, there's always been.
You're talking about the narrative, not between them, but the narrative.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
that's different. Yeah.
I feel like that just by seeing what it's been like without Booker there, it's just again, it's night and day. In game one, getting towards the end when it was close, you saw Booker. He found Eric Gordon for that sweet three. He found, was it Yusuf Nurkic in the middle for that fucking power play. Booker makes people around him better than what Durant makes people around him better, if you ask me. So yeah, look, that's all I got. I've waffled on too long. On to the next.
Hammo.
You're going to need to give me the question again, man. I'm sorry. It's been a while.
How did you see the week?
It's pretty damn good, man. Look, I know our numbers weren't spectacular against the Lakers. Today was just overkill. I thought it was pretty damn good, solid look at our depth and what we can bring on both ends of the court when times weren't looking at so good. Very, very small times. We made the right adjustments. And Geek and Lissy were saying it on Suns Jam before. We'd be up by 10, but just lose 5 points in a row, and Vogel would call a timeout. So rather than, God bless Monty, but when he was doing his thing, man, he'd let us get down by 15 before he'd call time. So I think all in all, man, it was a really, really solid week of ball. Holy shit, guys. This is it. It ain't going to get any better.
Yeah, look, outstanding. It was great just for the season to kick off, right? We've all been counting it down. We all thought it was the longest off season of all fucking time. We come out, we play against the Warriors. That opening game was actually no. I've got a little bit of a narrative to go with here, so I'm going to leave the Warriors to the end. The Lakers game, that was a game we should have won. KD went too much hero ball in the last quarter, but he had to. He had to go hero ball because our guys weren't hitting shots. This was the Denver series all over again from last season, where our guys just weren't hitting the shots when they had the opportunities. Today, now I'm going to take all the narrative around the Gordon and Grayson Allen performance today, everything else, and what I want to direct us to is how fucking good is this team going to be with Eric Gordon, who scored 21 points in the first half and then basically just rested the second half, and Grayson Allen in our second unit. People got so carried away with their performance within the first unit in the first two games. Well, Grayson in the first two games and EG in the game against the Lakers, not realizing that these guys, they were brought in to play the second unit roles, not the first unit roles. But today they showed you exactly what they're capable of in the second unit role. And that is fucking exciting for whatever we've got going forward. And we'll talk about the Beal and Book thing shortly. But, man, those two in the second unit with one of the big three against opposition teams' benches, yes, please. That's going to be fantastic.
I think it's in the stat sheets. If you have a gaze, we're still gluing. We're still getting that chemistry going. And you look at, I think it was 40 turnovers in the first two games, and we're feeling things out, right? We're seeing how things work in the actual pace of an NBA game, with our hybrid positionless point guard position, which is the right way to go for us.
Well, that's my next point when I get to the Golden State game, cool. Right?
But you can just tell that everybody's still in this little sort of middle area of figuring it out. I mean, you can just see, look at the assist totals, and it'll take you about fucking 3 minutes. You look at the assist totals in game 1 and 2 and the turnovers, and then look at them in today's game. Today's game, we doubled the assists. We basically halved the turnovers. So you can just see things are just getting that connectivity is just building game in, game out. And it'll be a lot better when we get our full cast back.
We do have a special guest that's joined us. Before I bring him in, though, I want to touch on this Golden State game, and then we'll get his feedback on how he saw the week as well. So, and the reason being is I don't want to lose focus on this. There was a hell of a lot of narrative during the Golden State game and after the Golden State game, particularly, and Boyd, you brought it up around the turnovers, the turnovers versus assists, how we're feeling things out, right? There were certain people within the Suns fandom, Twitter, even podcasters who were very, very quick to jump on board and scream from high heavens about how badly we needed a point guard 2 quarters into that first game against Golden State. Now, I'm just going to make it a slight point here, right? For
you talking
those
about Kellen
people,
Olsen?
and I know that some of those people have backflipped completely right now.
There's
And
no
I'm
need
more
to
than
name
happy.
names.
I'm not going to name names. They're more than happy
No,
to sit
just
there and
answer
say
and
that,
Boyd. Sorry, mate.
yeah, they're more than happy to backflip now and not so much as strong as they were in the first half of that game or first 3 quarters of that game, due to the performance of Devin Booker in the last quarter against Golden State. Devin Booker was on the floor against 2 of the players considered right up there as a couple of the greatest point guards in the history of the NBA, Chris Paul and Steph Curry. Do you know who the best point guard was on the floor in the last quarter of the Golden State Phoenix Suns game? It was Devin fucking Booker. He scored or assisted on 15 points. Our 15 last points, including the game winners, including the movements that put the game away. The dude can play make. I've said it from the start. I'm going to stick with positionless basketball. But if everybody wants to fucking carry on about point guards, let me tell you right now that Devin Booker is more than capable. If you're calling Jamal Murray a point guard, Devin Booker is a fucking point guard.
Was it Mike? Was it the timeline guys? Was it Mike V. Hill?
Boyd, I'm not going to name names.
Doesn't matter.
And in saying that, I'm going to bring in our special guest, Suns Geek, straight off the back of Suns Jam.
Brother.
It was
How are
fucking
you,
him.
my man?
It was him. It was fucking Suns.
Yes, it was all my fault.
It was Suns
It was
Geek.
all
It was
my
him.
fault,
He
man.
said, we need a point
I
guard.
wish I had a T-shirt on. Fuck.
I need to get merch in order to do that. But yeah, I'll send you guys one for free when I finally launch my long overdue merch.
Yeah.
What's going on,
Absolutely,
Geek? How
mate.
you doing, brother?
Doing fantastic, man. Thank you guys for having me. I saw you guys went live. You know, I shouted you guys out at the end of me and Matthew's podcast. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling good. Let's have another beer. I was like, you guys want me to hop on? And yeah, you know, so I'm going to crack one open for you gentlemen. Cheers.
You fucking
the
backing
man.
it up 2 days in a
Cheers,
row.
brother.
2 days in a row, Geek.
2
You
days.
fucking
2
Yeah.
days in a row on the Aussie Suns Fans podcast. Look at that.
hey.
Hey, you guys support me. I support you. We're friends here, man. You know what I mean?
We love it, brother.
Yeah, man.
We love it. How did you see the week, mate? I know that you've probably already spoken about on your channel and the Suns Jam today, but we're going to do a wrap up of all 3 games. So talk to us about maybe a condensed version of your thoughts on the first 3 games.
Oh, this will be easy. I'll just do the cliche narrative stuff. The Suns need a point guard, and Bradley Beal and Devin Booker's injuries are going to end the season, and we shouldn't have traded for Kevin Durant. No, I'm just kidding. Look, everybody has an opinion. I don't always agree with those opinions, but first off, I love what you said, Gavin. We do not need a point guard right now. I don't care who said it. We do not need a point guard right now because we have 3 capable not even guards. We have 3 capable playmakers. Do not forget what Frank Vogel said, that this is going to be a multiple ball handler attack. We got other guys that can take the ball up the court like Point Nurkic, and I'm not even joking, Point Nurkic, and we'll be okay.
Joker, you mean? The Joker.
Yes.
Hey, can I
Yes.
officially, can I steal that?
Mhm.
Because that was the most perfect description I've heard so far. The Suns are playing with playmakers. We don't need point guards. We need playmakers. And playmakers win titles. And that is
Preach.
exactly how we've built this shit. And that's what we're going to see moving forward. So well said. Were you disappointed with the Lakers loss?
That's hard for me to answer because I'm a little too over optimistic. I was more disappointed with the fourth quarter. And I know that's cliche, but it's true. We had like 12 points or whatever in that fourth quarter or less. And Kevin Durant scored most of them.
11,
Or,
I think we had in the last quarter. Yeah.
See, that's how bad it was. I don't even remember how many points we had because we had like none.
But in saying that, every single play was, and I did bring it up, every single play was KD ISO, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man.
but it had to be because our guys on the outside either weren't confident enough to take the shot or weren't hitting them when they were.
So not necessarily disappointed, but just, it's the third. Well, now it's the third game. I guess fourth game coming up. But like, you know what I mean? It's early in the season. These bad losses are going to happen no matter who's on the roster, no matter who's coaching us. Bad losses are going to happen. And hey, we only lost by 5. Just saying.
And let's be honest, again, if we go back, it was game 2 of the season. For fuck's sake, why are we losing our minds? And we'll talk about the injury piece in a second, but why the fuck did we lose our minds over the second game of the season?
Boyd, you look like you got something to say.
our opposition was full strength, and we were missing 2 of our best players, and they beat us by 5, and they did it really it was lucky that they beat us. We had 11 points in the last quarter, and we were shithouse, and they beat us by 5. Boyd,
I think that stat I dropped earlier, that 42% usage, that's
about
Durant.
to blow up.
It's come fourth quarter time, when you have that type of workload on a guy who's 35 years old, the wheels are going to fall off a little bit. Also, the byproduct of that is that also means there's a lot of guys on the court that aren't getting in their rhythm as well. And look, and that's, I don't think that they were moving enough off of the ball. I think that they were leaving it a lot to KD, but I think
it turned into ISO ball, right?
It did.
Yeah.
But I think having that set up, and that's why, LeBron's found himself in a few teams where he's had massive usage rates as well. And other guys haven't. He's had quality around him, but they haven't gotten going. It's just the way that the game goes. And then when they need to make shots, there's no fucking rhythm. Get rhythm, all right? Just like Johnny Cash, get rhythm. But yeah. So I think whilst it's a great stat line by KD, and it ties into what I was saying about Book being that leader and making other players better, is that he knows when to get guys involved around him. He can feel like he can still have a high usage rate, but he can get people going better. It's a timeliness thing, I think it is. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad that we didn't get that one against the Lakers.
Well, none of us ever like losing to the Lakers. So let's be honest.
Hell no.
That sucks ass. But if we're going to lose to the Lakers, and it's going to be in that way, then I'm okay with it. Game 2 of the season, I'm going to live with it. I'm going to move on, because I'm sure as shit, and we're going to go and watch a Lakers game as one of the watch parties soon. Nice. I'm sure that first game of the in-season tournament against the Lakers ain't going to be the same result as that game 2.
Now that's on the 11th of November, isn't it, Gav?
Yes, the 11th of November in Sydney at the moment. We're just waiting for some confirmations. We may not have everything that we expected from a Sun standpoint for that game, but we still will run the competitions. And when I receive everything, then we'll mail it out. So it's still going.
But
we're still going to run the
date's
competitions,
still the same.
everything like that.
So it's the
At
11th,
this stage,
the 11th, guys. And
yeah, at this stage, unless anything crazy happens. And the second one will be in Melbourne. We're just trying to work out whether we do it on the east side or the west side of Melbourne. And that will be on the 2nd of December, Boyd.
2nd of December. Yes, it is. I'm actually flying
December.
down. I'm doing the whole east coast of Australia. So I'm doing Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne. I'm flying down to Melbourne on the 2nd, and I'm actually going to sleep on Gavin's couch. He asked his mum, and she said it was fine, and we're having a sleep.
No. That's not correct. That's not correct. I told you that you are going to be the little spoon.
Oh, I thought we were going head to toe.
My wife's sleeping on the couch. You're my little spoon.
Oh, yeah. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it, mate. I'll hold you to it.
oh, fuck.
Anyway, guys, Josh Okogie got fined for flopping. And we've seen, well, let's be honest, 2 horrible examples of why the flopping rule is a farce. Jalen Brunson shot a 3. Jason Tatum jumped under his feet, took his ankles out. They pulled a tech on Jalen Brunson for flopping in a 4-point game, which was a 4-point turnaround. Then Jay Crowder took the biggest flop you've ever seen in your life, and they called an offensive foul against, I can't even remember who they were playing, again in a 3-point game where it was such a massive it might have been Miami. It is completely out of control. NBA, you have not implemented this properly. Fuck the flopping rule off. If it's obvious, take it. If it's not, move on, because you're only putting out there what a shambles your refereeing team is right now, because they are significant mistakes. It's highlight.
That
it's
one with
highlighting
AD the other day, man.
Well, and that's the thing.
So dumb.
Josh Okogie got
over
fined.
Nurkic's feet.
Josh
So
Okogie got
fucking
fined,
dumb.
and AD actually just threw his hands in the air and fell out. Am I on my own here? Like, I hate the flopping in the NBA, and I want to see them try to stamp it out somehow. Take the tech out of the game. It's too much of a penalty when the referees fuck it up. Fine them after the game.
Hey,
That's actually a damn good point. I like that.
I don't like the they should have a rule where, I mean, if your arms flail above a certain fucking level when you're fucking tumbling to the ground and you got fucking nicked on the chin and your arms go up over fucking 90 degrees, fucking throw them out of the game. But yeah. There's definitely
Luca will never play again.
fucking I can't blame on his fucking arms when someone fucking
Hang on,
taps him on
didn't you see his circus shot today? Oh, look out. He's going to set the
Yesterday,
NBA
yeah,
on
no.
fire.
I know this wasn't a flop, but you guys remember during the Lakers game, and I'm trying to like pull it up for you guys, when Josh Okogie like legit did not touch LeBron and they called it a foul.
Yes.
That was sort of a flop. Like, I uploaded it to Twitter. I was like, this was a foul. Like, if you look at it, like LeBron or Josh Okogie doesn't even touch him, and they called that a foul. I was like, again, I know it's not a
Same
flop,
as
but,
when
like,
as when they said the ball was off KD.
Yeah.
It was clearly off LeBron.
like I had to make sure I still had that on my phone. I was like,
riding
Yeah.
LeBron's dick, man. That's
But
all
this
it was.
is the thing. It's the flopping rule. Look, I love that they're trying to do something about it. So NBA, I love that you're trying to do something about it. But you can't be taking. You can't. It's too much of a punishment, particularly if they're going to take late in games. And like I said, the Brunson Celtics one was like last quarter. It was a 4-point swing in a game that ended in a 4-point result.
Yeah.
The Crowder one, fair enough. You called the offensive foul, whatever. Again, it was a 3-point swing in a 3-point game. And then afterwards, you find Crowder. That's fine. But the whole Jalen Brunson thing, and then come out and go, no, the referee got it wrong. Oh yeah, that's really great. I'm sure the team feels fantastic that the referees got it wrong and effectively cost their team 4 points in a 4-point game.
Yeah.
Eliminate the tech for the flop.
like I understand.
Just find the fuck out of it. And $2,000, in all due respect, in the NBA,
That's nothing.
it's not a fucking fine.
Like, I
Fine them 20
understand.
grand.
I understand these referees do have a difficult job. Like, I will give them that. But like, as you're saying, these like flops and these calls are being called at crucial moments, which is why the last 2-minute report is kind of controversial. And you said it, like they're trying to fix it. They're trying things. I will give Adam Silver and the NBA credit on that, but it's clearly not working. You guys all know you legit cannot touch anybody in the NBA or it's a foul. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
Unless
absolutely.
you're LeBron.
Yes, exactly.
Pushing two
And
defenders out of the way to go
Yep.
to the rim.
Yep, or Giannis.
Or Giannis, who does the same. Now, obviously, the same day, the NBA was going after the Phoenix Suns, because we also got docked a 2nd-round pick, which nobody gives a fuck about NBA, by the way, for tampering on a veteran minimum contract Drew Eubanks. Because tampering doesn't happen anywhere else in the NBA. nobody else had discussions before their contracts were signed this year? Maybe not. Maybe it was just the Phoenix Suns. What do you think, Boyd?
It should have been a fine. Yeah, and
That's fair.
I think there needs to be some sort of cool down period after the. This is where we're at now. There needs to be a cool down period after time starts, and they need to have like a minimum amount of time that it takes to have a discussion and a contract negotiation, and then maybe you can sign after that. Just to fucking rub this out. It's a fucking joke. Just 1 second.
Oh, look out. What do you think, Jake?
Wait, I'm sorry. I had a complete brain freeze. What were we talking about?
Drew Eubanks.
My bad.
The fine the Suns got.
That legit like flew right over my head, and I just completely forgot what we were talking about. I think, hopping off what Boyd said, I think it should have just been a fine at max. But Gavin, as you said, man, tampering happens, or quote tampering happens all the time.
Fine them all.
But if Drew, I didn't read the full quote, but I think Drew Eubanks said, and I quote, I thought it was funny. Like, this happens all the time. These conversations are taking place weeks before the contract is actually signed. So, like, was the NBA just trying to pick on the Phoenix Suns there? Because moments after that was when they announced the Josh Okogie flop fine or whatever. I don't know, man. I guess it kind of sucks that we lost the second round pick, but who cares, man? We don't have many of those left to go. James Jones doesn't like to draft anyways.
That second round pick side of it actually hurts me. I love the work that we've done to scrape and scrounge to get our 5 fucking second round picks that we've got in our little kitty now. And I'm looking forward to getting.
I'm pretty
That's
sure.
fair.
Are we not just giving up the Spurs pick, which is protected? Wasn't that what we got here with? Like, we weren't going to get to use it anyway.
I don't know. No, I think we gave that one up maybe in that campaign.
I know it was a 2024.
No, that's where
pick.
we got. That's where we got the second round pick from the campaign dump off.
Yeah, no, we got a fake one from them.
I'm sure
we gave them a real one. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I think the one we're getting penalised is like the fake one.
Oh well, that's
what I read.
That's
what I read.
I'll tell you guys in a second because Bobby Marks tweeted about it. But go on.
But yeah, it's that really it really annoys me. We need all these second round picks as sweeteners in with how constricted we're going to be with the second apron rules. Given we're only in the first year of others are in like the third year. I think the Warriors are in their third year of the second apron fucking bugaboo. But we're only in the first year, but still we're going to need. Yeah, you're going to have to read that to us, mate.
Yeah, so it's
the Orlando trade. Right?
Yeah, the 2024 second via Denver that Phoenix lost was one of 3 seconds that were acquired from Orlando in a July trade via Bobby Marks of ESPN. Yeah. Shout out to him, by the way, because he pulled up all of our future draft assets. And Boyd, your opinion is very valid because, yeah, we don't really have that many left. So
no, we don't. Yeah. We don't. But, at the end of the day, we're
nice work, Gig.
It's not too much. It's not too much to worry about. Hey, I had this sort of tinfoil hat moment, and maybe the NBA.
There's a shock.
Maybe the NBA could not touch us on the whole Bradley Beal thing, and if there wasn't tampering going on there with the Bartlesteins being a player agent and one working with the Phoenix Suns, if there wasn't tampering going on there, which they couldn't fucking prove because it's happening over fucking Wednesday night dinner at the Bartlesteins, maybe there was a little bit of a fuck these cunts. All right, let's go get them on Eubanks.
Let's get them for Eubanks.
Get one of their fucking.
That makes sense, though, doesn't it? That makes sense.
Of course it does.
And we all seen the picture of and I'm going back a couple of years here. We seen the picture of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in the hallway during an All-Star game, and next season they're both in Brooklyn.
Yep.
So there's no way that like this tampering thing. Yes, it's one of them laws that has to be there.
Well, that's not tampering, no. the players are allowed to talk amongst each other as much as they want prior to any cutoffs or
Oh,
not
look,
prior
yeah,
to any
I understand.
start date. It's the
Thank
front
you.
office.
Yeah, no, I know. Yep. No, I know what you're getting at there, and I appreciate that. But there has to be some sort of like KD's going to know that Brooklyn front office is ready to go after a guard like Kyrie Irving, you know. But it's fucking like Geek was saying, it's fucking Eubanks. For fuck's sake.
Yep.
Yeah, pick on us for Eubanks, crankbanks. It's the dumbest shit ever.
During the Lakers game, gents, Kevin Durant passed Hakeem Olajuwon in the total points for their career, I guess. It is
Number
like,
12, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, he's moved into number 12. He really has had a phenomenal career, Kevin Durant, and we're pretty blessed to have him finishing off here, right?
Amen to that.
How far away is he from top 10?
Finishing off.
Does anyone know?
Ooh, I'll pull it up. That's a good question.
Points wise, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Geeks. That's Geeks'
Let's
responsibility.
see.
It'll be interesting. Boyd,
I could not really care less.
He's our stats guy.
He's at the end of the day, like for me, I like, yeah, great. But I kind of knew that he was going to fucking, keep moving up the boards. He's one of the greatest scorers of all time. He scored most of them points not wearing the Suns jersey. So it didn't really get me as proud and excited as if it had been a Devin Booker or someone like that getting into the top 12, I would have been like, fuck yes, man. There would have been a different feeling about it for me. But look, once he breaks into the top 5 in the next fucking 3 or 4 years or whatever it is that's attainable for him, I'll hang my hat on that a bit more than I will after 12 games or fucking 14 games or whatever it is. It's great, it's nice, but yeah, I was happy just to fucking keep fucking scrolling on my phone.
So real quick, Kevin Durant has, well, according to ESPN's site, I don't know if this is fully updated, but he is 12th, obviously, with 26,975. Elvin Hayes is next at 27,313. Then there's Moses Malone. Then there's Carmelo Anthony at 28,000. So he's got a little ways to go, but he'll probably crack that top 10, right?
He'll beat Melo.
Yeah.
Can do playoff points count in that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think it's all time. Yeah.
Not just regular season.
All points.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He might knock a couple of them off this season.
Exactly. And then, Wilt Chamberlain's there, Shaq's there, 31,000, 28,000. Kobe's at 32,000. It's like, it's crazy, man. Love or hate LeBron, you got to give credit to LeBron,
stats,
man.
Though, it's not. Oh, hell yeah. But it's one of them stats where it's not position based.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Shaq's there. Yeah, okay. Well, it's pretty hard to compare Shaq's game to say Kevin Durant or even Carmelo Anthony or Kobe.
And we should not be
we
should not be comparing any of these guys to each other. This is
no,
pure points, right?
Just all points
pure
based.
Points.
And it comes to a lot of it comes down to longevity. I mean, the reason Michael Jordan isn't the highest scorer of all time is because he didn't play as many seasons as a lot of these guys.
Yep.
It's like you
Scottie
can't
Pippen.
compare them from a greats perspective. LeBron's played a hell of a lot of basketball, but it is a significant achievement for what he's actually delivered on. And the previous record holder, Kareem was phenomenal. I mean, he changed the game of basketball. And a lot of people who listen and whatever else might not know what Kareem did. They might not have gotten to see what Kareem did. But you're not going to compare. You don't say that LeBron and Kareem are the greatest two of all time because they've scored the most points. It's all about longevity. It's all about everything else. So,
Jesus. I must throw up my mouth hearing those two in the same sentence. Fuck.
Why? Well, you shouldn't, because they're the two highest scorers in NBA history.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not a LeBron fan at all, man. Like, I
Okay,
appreciate
that
what he's
doesn't-
done, but
That
fuck
doesn't change. That
Kareem
doesn't change the fact.
and
That
LeBron.
doesn't change. That doesn't change the fact that he's the highest scorer in NBA history. You can fake vomit all you like. It does not change the fact that he's the highest scorer in NBA history.
Oi, Bill Gregg.
Well, he's not shit. He's the
No.
highest scorer in NBA history.
No, I didn't say shit. I said
And I'll
no.
tell you,
I just said
and I'll
no.
tell you right.
I'm just
I'll
not
tell you
feeling it.
something else. I'll tell you something else about LeBron right now. As frustrating as that second game was, LeBron James was fucking fantastic in the last quarter. He owned us.
Dude,
in the
he's
last
a
quarter.
brilliant player, man.
Hey,
I'm not going to deny that.
Gavin, just let fucking Hammo throw up in his mouth and stop sucking LeBron off, please. Everyone just throw up and suck as much as
Look,
you want.
I get LeBron
along.
is the face of the NBA, and he has been for about 10 odd, maybe 15 years, whatever. I think he's had an easy path. Now,
Justin,
I
go fuck yourself.
I do not have the fucking time to get into this about him having an easy path.
Yeah, this is a Suns
But-
podcast.
Get into my fucking Twitter and we'll sort it out. But no, I am not fucking no way. LeBron is about 6 players away from Kareem. I don't give a flying fuck, man.
Not talking
That
about
is
greatest of all
so
time.
fucking wrong.
Hey, let's
Okay.
just have this one. We're not talking about the greatest of all time. It was just stating the fact
No,
that
we're
he
not.
was the scoring leader. But let's fucking move on.
I
boys.
understand the
But
points
Yeah,
thing. I get it. But fuck
Go.
no.
Go.
we all know who the
what?
GOAT is. It's Devin Booker.
That's
They're not in the
right.
fucking same league, dude. They're not even fucking close to being the same class,
Hammo,
man.
we're not
Kareem
talking
Abdul-Jabbar
about.
would fucking floor LeBron.
He
And there are
wasn't-
about
He
5
wasn't saying
blokes
that.
in front. I know you're talking about scoring. I get that. But I am sick and tired of them being mentioned in the same sentence because of points. It's fucking
That's-
bullshit,
Okay,
man.
okay.
They are
I love
Move
I
on.
love the
when
rant.
they're
I love the
Kareem
rant. I love
is
I love the
fucking
rant.
GOAT. LeBron
I
is
love
a
the rant.
fucking kid. with
Kareem is not the GOAT.
3
Michael
legs.
Jordan is the GOAT. But to say that LeBron James is nowhere near Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is fucking moronic.
No,
LeBron
I'm
James
sorry.
is-
I'm sticking with it.
He's in, but this is the beauty of, and we're going on the GOAT conversation for some reason. The GOAT conversation is always opinion based, and it's as simple as that, and that's fine. Everybody can have their own opinion on how the GOAT race goes, but it's just, we were talking about points.
Said GOAT
So-
with Kareem just because
Anyway,
of Kareem. However,
yeah,
fuck LeBron.
I just
fuck everything he's
mentioned
ever
those
done,
two.
unless he comes to play for the Suns, and then he's the greatest player of all time.
All I was doing was mentioning the top 2 scorers of all time. But anyway, who got to see the halftime show today? And we're all out of state. None of us had the pleasure of being there. But who got to see halftime today and the unveiling of the Ring of Honor? Because I'm going to go back to a tweet of mine. That was fucking awesome.
Preach.
How good was the halftime show today with all of those ex-players there? And the release, finally, numbers, banners back in the rafters. It was really, really great to watch. Geg, talk to us. What were your thoughts about it? I'm hoping you saw it. What were your thoughts on the halftime show today?
I didn't get to see like the actual full thing, like actually sit down and fully process it, but I saw enough. And I tweeted this out right before I went live with Matthew and obviously you guys. I said, this was just a great night for Valley Sports. I don't care where you live. You guys know me. I don't live in Phoenix anymore, unfortunately, but I did live there for decades. You guys are across the whole country or the world. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter. You guys are Suns fans. I'm a Suns fan. It felt like we were there. And I want to read just a couple of tweets real quick if I can. And I think I can actually share my screen. Thanks to StreamYard. Shout out to them.
Share away.
Shout out to Donnie Durin. I hope I pronounced his name right. There it is. Okay. So This was a great tweet right here, and I want to read one more tweet if that's okay. But he said, "I want to point out that Devin Booker went to the bench and applauded each Suns Ring of Honor member as they came out and stayed in front, start to finish during halftime. Players like him don't have to do that, but he's been very adamant about showing appreciation for past greats." And I quote tweeted that saying, "That's a great tweet." And then just one more real quick. You see my bull tweets on all that right there. But Jordan tweeted this out. Shout out to Matt Ishbia for making the Suns Ring of Honor. Shout out to Matt Ishbia for making the Suns Ring of Honor an actual priority, keyword priority, and bringing the franchise legends back to the fold. He's not even an Arizona guy, but he understands and respects history. What a moment for Suns fans everywhere. Okay, my rant is over. But yeah, it was a great night.
It's a very low volume rant, dude. Need to step it up a little bit on the Aussies.
You get the energy. I need more beer.
Hammo, did you get to check it out? What'd you think?
No, I did not actually get to see any of it. I was actually in a FaceTime meeting during the halftime I scheduled for that, so I did not get to see any of it. However, I will be watching it again. Rewatch.
And Boyd, I know that you didn't see it either.
I watched. So, I don't have League Pass. I watch dodgy fucking pirated streams. Not pirated, actually. It's through my sports betting app.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm sure they're all above board, but it's poor, man. The best thing about it is I get Eddie and K-Ray for the home games, which is a delight. But yeah, no, I don't get. It just goes to fucking halftime thing, and that's it.
I think I'll get two devices on my League Pass, man. I'm going to give you my details. You can share on it. You can watch.
Fuck yeah. I'll give you a hand job when I see you next, Hammo.
Right. We don't need to go that far. But thank you.
Jesus Christ. I did watch it as a long-time Suns fan, and Boyd and Hammo, when you get the opportunity to go back and watch it, you'll understand what I felt watching it. As a Suns fan, long-time Suns fan from a different country, it was phenomenal. The people they had there. Ultimately, from an Aussie Suns fans perspective, people go check it out, form your own opinion, all that sort of stuff. But this was flat out just another W for Matt Ishbia. The way he set it up, the way it ran, phenomenal.
Is when Dan Marley got on the sideline with Eddie and K-Ray, I got that part. I think it was just leading into one of the quarters. He wasn't backwards in coming forwards and saying what a shit job Sava had done in that regard, as in welcoming past players back into the club and making them feel appreciated. I thought
that was big dick energy right there, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like yeah, well, you know, this guy's fucking great, and he gave Ishbia some massive props. But yeah, I don't think they're ever going to stop. I think Matt, and I've said it before, Matt Ishbia doesn't have to flex really hard to look like the best cunt in the world, right?
He's done simple shit.
He's
done simple. I mean, the KD trade was flexing, right? But everything else has just been simple shit that Suns fans have been asking for forever.
It's like you go to work. Oh, what? You went to work on Monday and you didn't sexually assault anyone? Hey, fucking yes, Ishbia, you're so good. You didn't fucking do that.
But everything he's done,
Dwight Howard. Sorry,
like adding Marion and Stoudemire to the Ring of Honor, which is upcoming, hasn't happened yet. Changing the Ring of Honor so that it's on the roof. We got banners, blah blah blah. Everything that Ishbia is doing is they're just W's, but they're easy W's.
Yeah.
But he's finally listening to the fan base.
Fan service.
Preach.
And I
Absolute
think
fan
that's
service.
the
And it's
important piece.
beautiful.
The important piece is he's listening to the fan base. And man, he hasn't put a foot wrong yet. So he gave out antennas. He gave everyone in Arizona free Phoenix Suns games.
Yeah, free
it's
antennas
a
or
win.
whatever it is.
It's a win. He's just been a win so far.
He's personally emailing people back. He's communicating with his fan base, and it's pretty cool to see, because every time it happens, it gets posted all over Twitter, and you just never saw that with Sava. You don't see it with a lot of
that's right.
I suppose that's not just him just doing his normal day to day. That's above and beyond, 100%. I like that. I'm going to fucking email him. Don't know what I'm going to say yet.
Yeah, he's bought in.
I'm sure he'll email you back.
Yeah,
might take a while, but he probably will.
He's bought into the Valley. It's as simple as that, right? Great, Coda. You got one of the antennas. That's awesome, Coda. Great. That's the first one I've
Coda
heard.
Kid.
Someone.
What a legend.
I've been retweeting those tweets just because there's a lot of people that may not even know about that. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, if a simple
Absolutely.
retweet helps and it gets more eyes on the Suns, then I did my job. You know what I mean?
Jay says he
Big
emailed
shout
him
out
back
to
2 days
Coda
ago.
Kid too.
Justin's the man.
About the other thing.
Justin, did he
Nice.
hire you yet? Did he give you the job?
For real.
Associate counsel.
Shout out to
Justin?
Coda Kid though too, guys, because he's everywhere. He's on all the pods, man. He's a super fan. Love
Real
his shit.
quick, you guys, Coda
Funny
Kid,
Coda.
man, he has been one of my longest subscribers. I'm talking way early in my channel, and he's a real one, man.
Yeah, man.
We love
He's
Coda. He
everywhere.
came on to one of our shows.
Love you, Coda.
And it was awesome.
Yep.
Coda Kid is actually rooting Iggy Azalea. It's I saw it in the tabloids. He's fucking finally got there. He's doing it.
I remember you sharing that. I do.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
gents, upcoming this week before we pod again, we have 2 games against the San Antonio Spurs on Wednesday our time in San Antonio. Is that in San Antonio? No, it's in Phoenix. Oh, both in Phoenix. Wednesday our time in Australia, and then Friday our time in Australia against Wemby and the San Antonio Spurs, and then Saturday, which will be Sunday our time. So, boy, we get to go live after a game again. How exciting is that? We are playing the Philadelphia 76ers in Philly. How do you see these 3 games? What's our record going to be? How's it going to play out? Geek.
Okay. I was talking about this with Matthew a little bit. And look, let's be real. The Spurs are they're going to lose a lot of games. But they'll probably be that sneaky team that could beat good teams on any night. And look, this is just my personal opinion. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Maybe I'm jumping on the bandwagon, but Victor Wembanyama is the real deal, man. And he's only going to get better. If he can stay healthy, man, he might be one of the best in the league. Honorable mention to Chet Holmgren. I had the same conversation with Matthew Lissy from Suns Jam.
Chet,
yeah,
I'm on the Chet bandwagon.
Same here, man. But the Spurs as a team, and Matthew was talking about this as well. We don't know how long Greg Popovich is going to coach for, but he's the right coach for Victor. Plus, they got some other guys like Devin Vassell, Jeremy Shohan, probably 5 other guys that I'm forgetting about. And they could be a sneaky team. But then again, they'll probably lose a whole bunch of games because this is year 1 of Victor. Let's be real.
I still think they're tanking for another year.
Oh yeah, they got assets. They probably got salary cap and all that. But
Are
real
we
quick,
beating them, Gig?
I don't think we've played them yet.
No. The question at the start was, how are we going to go this week against?
I'm
against
sorry,
the Spurs?
my bad. I don't know. I don't know if I can because I was kind of focusing more on the Sixers too, because it's Joel Embiid. Let's be real, and they also have former Phoenix Sun Kelly Oubre as well. 2-1. Hey, I'm a Kelly Oubre fanboy. I'm sorry. 2-1. Because we play the Spurs twice, right? Back to back.
Yeah, so you're predicting we beat the Spurs twice and then lose to Philly.
Yes. Or maybe San Antonio grabs one of those games and we beat Philly. Thank you, Boyd, for keeping me on track because I sort of went on a rant there.
Hammo, how are you seeing the week?
A beer's kicking in.
We are going 1-1 with the Spurs and then beating the Philadelphia 76ers.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, fuck
Straight
me. We're going to get 3 W's and we're going to fucking, hey, this is going
82-0, 81 and
81-1. No, but man, like Victor isn't going to know what fucking hit him. He's going to be in for some trouble against Big Dick Nurk. Like I've said, I've seen it. It's massive. He's going to fucking throw that thing around, and Wemby's not going to fucking know how to bang with him in the paint. Trust me. So look, we're good. We're going to make short work of the Spurs in back-to-back games. It's going to be quite fucking easy. And because look, we got at least one of him, Booker or Beal back, I feel, for that game. And then I reckon that we have all 3 for the next game. And the 76ers they're a bit of a fucking shit show at the moment. And Embiid.
Are they? They didn't look a shit show today.
Yeah, yes. They're so far down on my worriedness scale. We'll make fucking short work of them cunts too. No fucking problem. 3 W's, easy. Cunts.
That's the best, man. Love your optimism.
I'm with the other 2. I think we go 2-1. And
you're a piece of shit.
But Jesus Christ. But there's a reason I'm saying that. Boyd. Yeah. And just to upset the Phoenix Suns Twitter world out there, get ready for it, because I don't believe that Devin Booker or Bradley Beal will play in any of these 3 games.
Don't over panic Suns Twitter, because they're already freaking out, man.
Oh, well.
Panic, burn it down. I don't think either of them will play. I don't think either of them will play in these 3 games. I think we beat the Spurs on back-to-backs, or in those 2 games, and I think we drop to Philly on the road. I think that Philly, like Boyd, I love the basket case talk for Philly. I think you're right; it will happen. But
so do
I think it'll happen in the back half of the year, not in the first half of the year. So right now they're out there trying to make a statement, particularly to James Harden and James Harden's people and the NBA. But I do agree with you. The chaos that's happened in Philly will take its toll, but in the second half of the year, not in the first half of the year.
This is the easiest win this week for me in these predictions I'll probably have all year. And I'm just really surprised that you guys have fucking got us dropping one. It's pretty pathetic.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just bring out the big stick.
You're just poor human beings.
All right. Now we're poor human beings. Jesus.
Wow.
I can keep going low.
Gentlemen, let's just roll straight into the stock market. We're going to talk about 4 players. We're going to talk about 4 players today. Let's remember, stocks up, stocks down. Are you buying? Are you selling? Whatever the case may be. Let's talk about 4 different players that have stood out to me. Unfortunately for you guys, I do all the fucking work. So I pick the players and you can fucking tell me.
That's not unfortunate for us at all. That's fucking...
Now,
can
the
I
big thing
ask
is,
a question, though, Gav?
The big thing is that I picked these 4 players before today's game. And then a couple of them are going to have changed the narrative after today's game, I feel. Yes, Hammo, ask the question.
I remember when you first brought up this segment, were we going to do a seasonal base, like everyone starts at $1, like $0 stock?
No, that was your idea.
That was my stupid idea.
No, I don't. I don't think it was stupid. I think it was way too much work for me.
Hey,
So
Hammo,
I
are you
went
reading my
away
private
from
yeah.
it.
Are you reading my private messages?
Sorry,
Are
buddy.
you fucking? Are you reading my private messages? Because I told a few people that was a stupid idea.
You're a stupid idea.
Did you hack my computer?
Shut up, and let's go. Grayson Allen, geek.
Love you,
Stocks
bud.
up, stocks down. Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you holding?
You know what? Screw it. I'm buying. Because you know what? He was the jam star of the game on the Suns Jam Session podcast. Screw it, man. This is probably why I'd be terrible with real stocks in real life. Screw it, man. I'm buying. You know what?
Do you think his stocks are up or down over the first 3 games of the season? Are his stocks up or are his stocks down?
Oh, they're definitely down because you can't forget what happened in those first 2 games. But after tonight, man, just saying, and maybe once our big three come, gets in, just saying. But right now,
that's why you're buying. I like it.
Yeah.
That's exactly the justification we want, and it's great that you've come on. First time ever, I've thrown this at you, and you understood it straight up. Where it took Boyd fucking 3 episodes. Hammo, Grayson Allen stock up or down?
Look, the game against the Lakers wasn't great, but after today, yes, I am definitely buying stock in Grayson Allen, 100%.
But are his stocks up or down?
He's up. He is up by 1.5 in my
and you're buying
stock-based system.
Great,
yes,
I love it. Boyd, is Grayson Allen stock up or down?
I'm buying. I'm spending half of my kitty, actually. Half of it.
Okay.
And I'm buying Grayson Allen stocks. Thank you.
So, based on this week's games, Grayson Allen's stock is down, which makes it a perfect time to buy after his performance today.
I must have missed the fucking update on the stock market. Fucking, I have to update my app. Fuck.
Wasn't checking the NASDAQ.
Now makes it the perfect time to buy because Grayson Allen's stocks are down with his performance in the first 2 games. But again, Grayson Allen is part of our second unit. So his performance today shows us that when he plays in that second unit, his stocks are going to be worth something. So they're worth buying. I don't understand how fucking stupid you people are. Suns Geek, Jordan Goodwin.
What are you talking about?
Are his stocks up or down? And are you buying, selling, or holding?
Okay, I'm guilty of overhyping a lot of things. Some things I've been right on, some things I've been wrong on, but I am overhyping. I am buying Jordan freaking Goodwin, man. And you know what?
Do you think his stocks are up or down after this week?
I think they're up, man. And I was just going to say this. It's because he's getting first quarter minutes. To me, that's big, man. Like Frank Vogel is trusting in him. And not only is he doing it defensively, but he's doing it offensively, in my opinion. A little bit of consistency he's going to need here and there. He's still a young player, but he was sort of a steal in that Bradley Beal trade. I am buying.
All right, Justin. The reason this is worse is, and you're a lawyer, so it really frustrates me that you can't make sense of this. Guys, what I want to know is whether or not you believe that this week's performance has increased or decreased somebody's stocks, and based off that, whether you'd buy them. It is really simple. Do none of you buy stocks? Well, I know Boyd doesn't.
I don't.
But Hammo, has Jordan Goodwin, I'm going to ask this clearly, has Jordan Goodwin, for these 3 games this week, did his stocks go up or did they go down? Just answer that question first.
Up. Clearly up.
Okay. Good answer.
This bloke was everywhere.
Good answer.
Great. Now, based on the fact that his stocks went up, would you buy, would you sell, or would you hold what you have?
I would buy 5 times the amount of stock that I have in Jordan Goodwin already.
Great. Boyd, simple question. Question 1. Based on these 3 games, has Jordan Goodwin's stock gone up or down?
Where were they previously? Kidding. No, they've gone up and I'm buying. Thank you.
Fucking hell, you got me, bro. You got me good.
Jordan's performance this
got
week,
me.
Jordan's performance this week, they've certainly gone up, which means I'm going to hold. I'm not buying anymore because I want to see this over an extended period of time. And Jordan Goodwin's not going to play as much basketball when Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are back.
Good answer, Gavin.
So
Good
I
answer.
am going to hold on Jordan Goodwin. Suns game.
Oh, do we lose Gavin?
Sorry about
I
that.
think we did.
No, it's okay.
Suns game, really
back.
interesting one. Bradley Beal. Has his stocks gone up or down?
This is difficult for me to answer because I'm going to sound like a complete homer, completely biased. But I guess because of the way you're trying to get an answer and you're phrasing the question, this week, stocks down.
So based on the fact that his stocks have dropped, are you buying or selling? Or holding?
I'm holding because that's why we traded for him. Like, you know, it's Bradley Beal, man. So, but that's hard for me to answer, man. But right now, down.
Hammo, has Bradley Beal's stocks gone up or down?
I'm the same as Geek, man. They've stayed the same. Next part of the question.
Buy, sell, hold.
Hold.
Boyd,
I'm buying
Has-
and they've stayed the
hold on.
same.
Whoa. Have they gone up or down or stayed the same?
Nah, they've stayed and I'm buying.
Stayed and you're buying. Bradley Beal's stock has dropped. It's simple as that. He's been out injured. Everybody's biggest concern is that this dude is going to spend his time injured. So his stocks have dropped. Therefore, I'm going to buy them because I know that Bradley Beal is going to come back healthy. He's going to make a shambles of some of the competition that we play against.
He wasn't unhealthy.
So
to begin with.
right now, his stocks have dropped. They're cheaper. I'm pretty happy to buy them because they're cheaper.
Don't let those reports of Bradley Beal's health fool you. He was healthy going into the season. Sorry,
Yes,
Boyd.
Boyd.
Dropping gang signs
I was
on the
just saying-
side of the court, man. He's fine.
My son's stock market app isn't working still. I just tried to refresh it while you were talking, Gav, and I didn't see the movement on Bradley Beal at all. But you must have an updated one, mate.
Righto, mate.
You're using the wrong one, Boyd.
I'm gonna. This is the last one, and then I'm scrapping this because Boyd fucked it. So I'm just not gonna bother anymore with shit. Suns geek, Eric Gordon, has the stocks gone up or down?
You know what? I've been a little too optimistic this show, even though he had a great game today. Down. But I feel like a hypocrite kind of saying that, but screw it, down.
And would you, because they're down, are you buying? Are you selling?
Oh,
or are you
I'd
holding?
probably still buy them because honestly, I think in the long run, he's going to pay off because he legit was a steal for us. So in the long run, buying, but the stocks are dropping.
Suns geek, thank fuck you're on the show. Someone who fucking knows what the hell I'm talking about. Hammo, have they dropped? Have they gone up? Where's Eric Gordon sitting now?
I think his stock has dropped because of the first 2 games other than today. But I am going to be buying 100% more stocks than I already have in EG.
Boyd,
I think they've stayed flat, and I'm going to hold off on buying.
That's fair.
I'm absolutely. This is a Grayson Allen like mirror image. His stocks dropped over those, especially over the first couple of games. Today he was absolutely superb, but those first two games hurt. His stocks have dropped, but the fact of the matter is he's trying to play starter minutes when he should be playing backup minutes. His backup minute value is going to be high. I'm buying.
Do you want to know why I'm a stock expert? And I'm completely joking when I say that. Is because one of the greatest films of all time right here. That's why I'm a stock expert. I had to grab
That
it.
is it.
I'm proud of this steelbook too. I love it. I just have to show it off. But real talk, I know nothing about stocks, to be honest. Jordan Belfort. Yeah.
One
of the
hell
greatest
of a read.
Films ever, man.
One hell of a read.
Jordan Belfort.
Yeah, I want to read some of
And
the
the book
books.
reads
Like, no joke.
exactly
Yeah.
like the movie.
Oh, yeah.
All right, gents. I have another new segment that can probably fucking crash and burn because Boyd will fuck it up again. This one is called Who Am I? So similar to what we've previously done around what do we call the segment with
Random
the Suns? Random
Suns.
Suns. This is a Who Am I segment where I'm going to give you 5 hints. You get the opportunity to guess. Wherever you guess it right is the amount of points that you will get. I'm going to keep a running tally, and Geek, I'm wrapped that you're here because you will represent the guests in this. So the guests will also have a running tally.
No pressure.
So hint 1, if you answer correctly in hint 1, you get 5 points. If you answer correctly in hint 5, you'll get 1 point. If you do guess, and I'm going to give you a chance to guess on each of the questions, but if you do take the opportunity to guess and you get it wrong, you then cannot guess for the next round until everyone else has had their guess. So if you work out who it is, you have to wait until the others have a guess first. Therefore, negating your opportunity to have a victory.
So be careful with my guesses, pretty much.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready, gentlemen?
Steady go.
Hint 1. I was born in Traverse City, Michigan. Would anybody like to have a guess here?
Sorry, is this players only?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Only. Players only. Players that have played for the Phoenix Suns.
I'll hold for next question.
If you do not want to guess, that's fine. If you get it wrong, remember, you're at the back end. So everyone's passing. Great.
Yes.
In 2, I was drafted number 14 in the 1988 draft by Cleveland.
I'm an NBA history guy. I should know this.
Which was then acquired by the Phoenix Suns.
I got it.
In a trade. Boyd.
I'm going to take a stab.
KJ.
Boyd was first. You are incorrect. You can now not guess until the end of the next round. Hammo, you wanted to have a guess?
I believe it was Thunder Dan Marley.
Hammo is correct, and Hammo receives 4 points.
Good job, Hammo.
For today's show.
Good job, man. That legit was my answer.
The other hints were I played 8 seasons with the Suns and had a 14-season career in the NBA. I was inducted into the Ring of Honor in 2003, and I was part of the 92-93 Suns and considered one of the best Suns defenders of all time.
KJ
4 points.
One hell of a bar owner.
KJ was actually part of the KJ trade, but KJ was drafted by Cleveland the year before, and halfway through that season was traded to the Suns, and the Marley pick was actually involved in the same.
That was a good one.
So Hammo,
Was good.
you will take the first lead of Who Am I with 4 points. Well done, mate. I'm proud of you. That was fantastic.
I feel so
I'm
fucking.
a little bit surprised myself, to be honest.
I made it.
Yeah.
I made it a little bit easy, but
I can't fucking believe Hammo beat me at this game. He's been
Not
a Suns
only beat you.
fan for 2.5 fucking years.
Gavin, I'll give you props, man. Those were
What,
some good
4
questions.
points, was it, Gav?
You like that?
Yeah, like
we're gonna.
that got me thinking, man. And I claim I know all this stuff, but I really don't, man.
We're going to
Was that
roll this
4
out
points,
on a
Gav?
weekly basis from here. 4 points for you, Hammo.
Nice guess, Hammo. Cunt.
Thank you, mate.
Hey, gents.
I would kill everyone in this room for a drop of sweet beer.
So, Homer, please feel free to tell us anything.
Who do you want to have a beer with this week, boy?
I want to have a beer with Dan Marley. After seeing him on the sideline there, with sitting next to Eddie, talking about, it's not his shout today for beers because they're not at his bar. I just brought up all these feelings, these nostalgic feelings, and all the jealousy I have about you and Nate going over there and drinking at his bar. And I just want to, have a beer at fucking.
Hey,
Marley.
by the way, I'll be there in about another 9 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
It's a bit rough. I would have thought.
Yeah.
Hammo,
No
who
doubt
do
you
you
would have
want to-
Savage.
I'm gonna ring you while I'm in Marley's drinking beers.
Oh, I thought you were
Hammo,
why you were fucking yourself. But do both. Call me during.
I'll also ring you then too. Hammo, who do you want to have a beer with this week?
Just really quickly, I've been very honoured to find a new fan for the Aussie Suns. Oh, the Phoenix Suns, who lives 15 minutes away from me. Didn't know about Aussie Suns Fans. Didn't know about our podcast. Didn't know about any of that. And because of that small little piece through Brightside, I know he's in the chat here, and I do not even want to try and say his first name, but it's that DACRE wordsmith. His name's actually Luke.
Luke.
But like to know that there's a fucking Suns fan 15 minutes away that I didn't know about,
It's awesome. Man.
lifelong Suns fan. Holy fuck, man, Luke, you're my
He's
beer of the week, mate.
he's from Albion.
Luke's been following us for a while.
From
Yeah.
Albion Park, yeah. Yeah.
Boyd, sorry to cut
So I'm
you
in
off.
Shell
I was
Harbour.
going to say the same thing. He's been commenting on my videos for a long time now. Real Suns fan. Shout out to him, man. He's a nice guy too.
Crazy that it hasn't crossed. You
Right.
know.
He's got a massive penis too, I hear. Massive. Quite large.
Yeah, and circumcised too.
Probably.
Oh my God, why? Why?
Hey, just in tabloids,
The
mate.
fuck is wrong with you?
Massive penis.
So well done, Hammo. Good beer with Suns Geek. Who do you want to have a beer with this week?
Thank you, sir.
I know he didn't necessarily have the best week, but Yusuf Nurkic just seems like a really awesome guy. And Matthew Lissy was talking about this. He just seems so happy to be in Phoenix. Keyword happy. I don't even know if Yusuf Nurkic drinks beer, but I want to have a beer with him. And I want to have a beer with all three of you gentlemen. So I'm going to finish this. Thanks for having me on the show, you guys. Cheers.
You're the man. We're really wrapped that
Cheers,
you
Jake.
jumped on with us, mate. I want to have a beer, and it's probably going back to someone we all said we wanted to have a beer with already, but whatever. I, again, want to have a beer with Matt Ishbia. Matt, another
Preach.
W today.
Preach.
An absolute W. That halftime, the Ring of Honor just cut and
Preach.
dried is absolutely fantastic. So appreciate you, Matt Ishbia. Let's catch up when I'm over in Phoenix in a couple of weeks' time. Have a beer.
He probably
great.
would.
When
You
when
know
I
how many
do
times
catch up,
a week I hear preach in my head? And it's something about someone will have any random take about the Suns, and I just hear preach. And it's like, man,
And when we
Geek
do-
will be
when-
right on this.
when we do catch up, Matt, and have a beer when I'm over there in a couple of weeks, we'll FaceTime Boyd just to hang some shit on him, I guess.
With,
Ah.
your,
The other
with
one-
your uncircumcised
the other one is-
penises out.
The other one is before the Suns game. I want to have a beer with Merrill Kelly. He fucking pitched a ball last game today. And go Diamondbacks 1-1. Gentlemen,
Time for the flog of the week, and trust me, they are ugly, very unattractive. Google their face when you're done here.
Boyd, who's your flog of the week?
Flog of the week for me is LeBron James, and it's because of them 2 layups where he just fucking got all fucking huffy. You know how he does his fucking thing after he has a power play. It's seared into my head this week. It'll be gone soon after we fucking get fully back on track. But oh man, I just hate that pompous cunt. He's just fucking the way that he carries himself. and them two buckets directly after KD going on a 4-point run himself. That it just made it hit me even harder how much I fucking dislike him. So yeah, he's a flog of the week. Good game by him though.
Hammo, who's your flog of the week?
I don't know the exact name of it. It's not really a person. It's a contingent, but it's a fuckwit's in charge of the flopping and sort of following on from what Boyd said. You know, the referees basically, or the people in the video room, whatever it is, fucking idiots, man. Seriously. Kevin Durant didn't touch that fucking ball that LeBron James just let go of under the basket. Didn't fucking touch it. Nah. Lakers ball.
Yeah, we did
Metal
get that
Quarter.
on a challenge, right?
I think so.
We got that ball. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
That doesn't matter though. They're gonna call it in the first place. They've got no fucking idea.
Suns Geek, who's your flog of the week?
I don't know if this is allowed, but I actually have 2 flogs of the week, and I know this is a Suns podcast, but I'm going to go in a little bit of a different
And the
direction.
dexterity, go for it.
Go for it, man. Go
I have
for it.
2. It's James Harden and Daryl Morey. Look, I know this is an NBA 2K. I know you can't just press a button and make a trade, but God damn it, let's just move on. Let's end this ugly divorce. Sorry for anybody who has divorced parents out there, but let's be real. Let's just end this and move on. Trade James Harden already. Just do it right now. Break the news at like 2 a.m. At least it's 2 a.m.
I know it's all been about the Clippers.
2 a.m.
but
right now.
Does anyone else feel like James Harden's going to end up on the Lakers for D'Angelo Russell?
Ooh.
Fuck no.
I kind of feel like he will.
Just because it's Los Angeles.
Well, I
End
just
up on
kind of feel like
Taipans.
I don't think that the Clippers have the assets to make the trade work, where D'Angelo Russell and maybe a piece or two might get it done from the Lakers.
D'Lo's
Maybe.
got to go, but fucking hell, really? I can't see
Yeah.
any team putting any faith in James Harden, man. I'm sorry. Just
It's LeBron James.
unless you have absolutely no other superstars, and this is your only chance, nah. No one's buying in James Harden shit, man.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. He will get traded. It's inevitable.
Eventually, but
It's inevitable.
it's going to take a while.
My flog of the week this week is from the Suns Potter Fantasy Basketball League. And it's Espo. Espo, the fuck are you doing drafting Kevin Porter Jr.? The dude isn't even on a team.
I thought
You drafted him. He's not even on a team.
that's a good one. I thought it was going to be because he invited Mr. Worldwide, Suns Worldwide.
I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be mean to Suns Worldwide. But
No, neither am I.
Espo's his start to the Suns Potter Fantasy League hasn't been great. Let's be honest.
He's a
Suns-
good kid.
The
He's
Suns
a good-
Worldwide thing, but then
so-
drafting Kevin Porter. Kevin Porter Jr. is not even on a roster in the NBA.
probably won't be in the league either. You know what I mean? I know it's a
Probably
different
do himself
conversation
in
for a
before he
different
goes to
time, but
prison.
he probably
Now,
won't
I
be in the
did say-
league, man.
I did see a notification today on our fantasy league that he has dropped Kevin Porter and changed him for someone else. But that does not excuse the fact that you drafted Kevin Porter. You are my flog of the week, SB. Gents, it's been a pleasure. We're an hour and a half in. It's time to wrap it up. Sunscape, tell us where we can find you. Any last comments, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, if you're watching me for the first time or if you're watching us for the first time, subscribe to both channels. Follow the Aussie Suns Fans podcast. Follow me. Just search Suns Geek. You'll find me. I do live shows, videos, all that stuff. I'm on Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff. And thank you guys for having me. I just said, screw it. I was like, I saw you guys went live. I was like, I'll hop on there, and I know I keep saying this, but I promise one day I will get you guys on the channel. We'll drink some beers. We'll have a good time. And thanks for having me, guys. It was fun.
Man, I appreciate you jumping on. Really do. It was good fun. And you're welcome on anytime you like.
Thanks,
Hammo,
man.
where do we find your last comments?
Look, you can find me at Sir Hammo on Twitter. Geek, it's an absolute privilege to have you on here. It really is. There's not many stalwarts as it is in Twitter world that are still reachable and able to speak with on a personal level. So I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you do, man. And you dropping by is just an absolutely awesome, beautiful thing, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
Absolutely
it.
love it. So
Thanks
yeah,
for the kind words.
no, thank you, man. We talk and stuff. It's fucking awesome to have you on here. But yeah, guys, just give us a like and subscribe, like Geek was saying, like Gav was saying, man. Just doesn't cost anything. Fuck, not fucking hard.
Gav,
But
next time,
Not hard to like and subscribe, but yes, boy.
next time, Hammo goes on one of his fucking wank parades over one of the guests. Can you get some violin music and just play it in the background, just so as we can just get into the vibe of it, please? I'll send you the sound file. All good, all good. No, that's all right, Hammo. I was only having to dig at you, but you.
no,
certainly
honestly,
are.
that's a pretty damn good call, man. Like you could probably get some violin music or something to put over that. It's like
No, I thought
Titanic,
yeah, it's the Titanic or something. No, it's very.
You're here, there's
No, Hammo, you're very, very endearing. It's just, it makes me awkward because I'm not as a nicer person as you, and it's probably
no,
me
you're a
thing,
piece
but
of shit.
I'm a piece of shit apparently. But in saying that, thank you, Suns Geek. I love you, man.
Love you too,
Not
man.
much Hammo,
Real,
but I
real,
fucking love you.
real quick. Can I just say one final thing? I promise, and I'll shut up. What I love about
go.
you guys, and this is a compliment, is you guys can legit talk shit to each other and like still do a podcast. I love it. That's all I had to say.
Boy,
I always
you didn't
feel-
tell us.
Yeah,
You didn't tell us where we can find you. Get on with it.
very nice relationship.
You can get me at Buds83 on the Twitter. You can get me at
Don't turn it
Mudguts,
off.
at Mudguts on a mystery platform. First person that finds at Mudguts on the mystery platform gets a signed
Blowjob.
Charles Barkley basketball and a blowjob.
Hey, I don't get a signed Charles Barkley basketball. You're not giving my shit away.
Yeah, fuck I am. I am.
It's not happening. Follow us at Aussie Suns Fans. Click like, click subscribe, do all that fun stuff. If you haven't clicked like, if you haven't clicked subscribe, you're our flog of the week. Make sure you check out Suns Geek at Suns Geek. You can find him everywhere, on YouTube, on
Preach.
TikTok, on Twitter, on all of that sort of shit. Do that. Check him out. Does some great shit. I just sit there on TikTok, click and like on his videos. I normally get Suns Geek and then some sort of fucking thirst trap that comes straight afterwards. So it's great.
Thirst trap.
If you if you're out there and
TikTok does
you are some sort of sex bot, follow Boyd on Twitter at Buds83. He loves it. That's how he gets his Twitter account.
Bring your violin.
Gents, it has been an absolute pleasure. We had some fun. We've got 3 more games this week that we'll wrap up next week. Boyd, I need you to stick around after this. And Hammo, we need to have a chat for a second. But otherwise, you can hang around or you can leave. It's completely up to you. I don't
I got
know what
nothing
time it is
going
over
on,
there.
man. I never sleep.
Perfect.
I've only been
can
up
stick
since
around
1:30
too.
this morning. It's all
But
good.
ultimately, guys, I think we proved tonight, cut and dried. The greatest thing was we got back to talking Suns basketball rather than the fucking spew we've been dishing out the last 3 weeks.
Preach.
We got back to Suns basketball, and the 4 people here tonight proved that we're not here to fuck spiders.
As Chris Paul gets in, another wide open 3.
Suns. Pierre Cardin. Suns.
Defers to Booker for the long range.
Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the valley, it ain't nothing but a thing. Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the valley, it ain't nothing but a